Hello everyone, my name is Jerry D'Ambrosio and I am excited to present this week's special presentation, WorryFree Investing Challenge All Stars. The WorryFree Investing Challenge is over and the winners have been announced, and first off I just want to congratulate all three winners. You guys did an excellent job. I also want to congratulate and commend all of you who submitted entries. You guys put a lot of hard work into this contest and we really appreciate it, and you've come up with some really fantastic trading systems. You would think that since the contest is over, Todd Schaefer's work would be done. I also want to congratulate Todd on overseeing this wonderful contest. He also spent a lot of time and effort in evaluating all of your submissions. Like I said, you would think that his work is done, but it wasn't. Todd decided to take the winner's trading plan, some of the core components of that trading plan, the confirmed calls. If you remember, our first place winner used the confirm calls as its market timing system and recommendation equals sell as its stop criteria. He decided to run those two components of that successful trading plan against all of the WorryFree Investing Challenge submission searches. All of the searches in that folder in the Unisearch tool, Todd ran against the confirm calls and the recommendation equals sell, and that's what I'm happy to present to you guys today. This table represents our fifth All-Star with the initials FDOB. We're going to get into the back tester here in a second, and I'll explain a little bit more about what we see here. Essentially, Todd started his campaign, his first test, at the end of 2009 and slid his start date, varied his start date out each year until he came to the current time. The base run starts in December of 2009. Run 1 starts in December of 2010, Run 2, December of 2011, and so on. Let me talk about the columns that we see here, and again I'll get into the back tester in a second. This percentage of winning trades is the first column, the percentage gain, the commissions that were paid, the annualized rate of return, the compounded rate of return, the maximum drawdown, the Cal-Mar ratio, that square root calculation, and then the final all-important score. This is how we keep everybody on the same playing field, so to speak, with this calculation. I really want to focus on the averages instead of each individual run. I think that would make more sense to do that. So for our All-Star number 5, again, FDOB, the average winning percentage for all 7 runs was 51%. The average gain was 48.38%. Commissions, $744.70. The annualized rate of return, 14.91%. Compounded rate of return, 13.45. Maximum drawdown was 15.18. Cal-Mar ratio was good. Anytime you have a Cal-Mar ratio above 1, that's good, at 1.27. Square root calculation, 0.99, and then the all-important average score was 10.63. Let me get into the back tester and show you the equity curve of the base run. So that's what I'm going to do for each of the All-Stars here. I'm going to go through the averages and then I'll show you the base run. You could see what the equity curve looks like long term. So here we are. You could see that the start date was again December 31st, 2009. Brought it all the way up to the end of the contest, which was 7/29 of 2016. Pretty nice looking equity curve overall. Ended each year in positive territory. You could see at the end of each calendar year, it ended in positive territory. Looks like made money all but 1 year. Listen, 2011 was a very difficult year for the stock market, but this trading system made money 6 of the 7 years, which is fantastic. Let me go into the Unisearch tool and talk a little bit about the search that was used. If I go to Unisearch, scroll down to the WorryFree Investing Challenge folder, and here's our submission, FDOB. Remember, the sort was RS and RS only, and pretty simple parameters here, looking for the sector to not equal ETF, so this submission only wanted to find stocks. The real gem, I would say, of this search is this line here. Industry group equals the top 5 by relative timing. So FDOB wanted to find high RS stocks in hot industry groups and only trade those stocks. And as you saw here in that back test here, pretty good results. 50% winners here long term, 97% gain, almost a 15% annualized rate of return. Now, the maximum drawdown is a little higher than both the annual rate of return and the compounded rate of return. So that's why this submission here, or this trading system, is our 5th All-Star. Let me move on and talk about our 4th. Here we have SKR. You could see a little higher average winning percentage, 58.35, 65.97% gain, $633 in commission, annualized rate of return 17.4, compounded rate of return 14. Maximum drawdown here was, as you could see, a lot lower, about 4% lower, also lower than the average annualized rate of return. Kalmar ratio above 1, and the score of 10.92, just a little better than our previous submission. If I move into the back tester, and you can see the base run here, 143% total. That's a 22% annualized rate of return. Low long-term drawdown here of 14%. And this trading system, in fact, made money each of the 7 years. You could see not only did it finish in positive territory each year, but it finished higher each year as well. So our 4th All-Star, SKR, let's take a look at the search that was used. Remember, the timing signal and the stop criteria were the same for each of the 5 All-Stars that I'm presenting here today. Confirm calls and recommendation equals sell. Trying to maintain 10 positions. The only variable that was changed here, folks, is the search itself, is the stock selection system. Let me go to Unisearch, find SKR. All right, and here again, the sort RS descending. First off, we're looking for the stock's price to be greater than the 55-day moving average, and also looking for consecutive lower lows. You can see 3 days ago, the low less than 4 days ago low, 2 days ago low less than 3 days ago low. So we're looking for consecutive lower lows here. But at the time that we run the search, SKR wanted the price to be greater than 3 days ago stock high. Okay, so think about what that looks like on a chart. If I run the search, I'll just graph the top stock. We'll just go to a 1-month graph. So here we go. Time you run the search, the stock price greater than 3 days ago, but we wanted consecutive lower lows, identifying a pullback. But again, the time that we run the search, we wanted a nice up day where the close was higher than 3 days ago stock high. Okay, so a nice little search there. And again, SKR was our 4th All-Star. Our 3rd All-Star was LFK. Average winning percentage, look at this, 62.32%, 54% average gain, $628 in commission, average annualized rate of return 14%, compounded rate of return about 12%. Maximum drawdown, very close to the average annualized rate of return. Not bad at 13%, but you do want the drawdown to be considerably lower than your average annualized rate of return. Really nice Kalmar ratio, 1.54, and a score of 12.72. Let's take a look at the base run and the long-term test for LFK. Okay, you could see long-term here, again, starting at the very beginning of 2010, bringing it close to current, July 29th of 16. Confirm calls was the market timing signal. Recommendation equals sell was the stop criteria. And again, the search was LFK search, which we'll take a look at here in a second. Long-term campaign, 56% winning trades, 134% gain, 20% annualized, 14% maximum drawdown. So here, with our long-term base run, you could see the maximum drawdown less than the annualized rate of return. This trading system, similar to the first one, made money 6 of the 7 years, but did finish each year here in positive territory, with 2011 being the only year that this trading system lost money. Let's move into Unisearch, take a look at LFK's search criteria. All right, very simple here again, same sort, RS descending, and really only looking at or for stocks in the NASDAQ 100. Price greater than $1, average volume greater than 100,000 shares, stock exchange not equal to basically bulletin board, any indices, or over-the-counter stocks. Our runner-up for the MVP was PWG, 56% winners, almost an 80% average gain. Low commissions, $571, annualized rate of return, almost 20%. And look at the drawdown, folks, only 12% here on average, which, again, you want it to be lower than your average annualized rate of return. Nice CalMAR ratio at 1.55 and nice score of 13.85. And you can see, folks, why PWG here came in second place. Look at that equity curve over the last 7 years. 2011 was difficult, but you could see that this trading system held up a little better than the other three that we saw, finishing in the positive each and every year, and looks like it made money even in 2011. 206% gain here long term, 15% maximum drawdown compared to a 31% annualized rate of return. And again, you could see why PWG came in second place here. Beautiful looking equity curve. Let's look at the search that was used. RS is the sort, looking for a stock price greater than $1. Growth to PE ratio greater than 0.35. Stock price split adjusted less than 50, so looking for stocks between $1 and $50. No ETFs. And again, same parameters here, stock exchange not equal to bulletin board or indices, over the counters, or pink sheets. So basically all we're looking for here is stocks between $1 and $50, sorted by RS with a growth to PE ratio greater than or equal to 0.35. So really nice search here, and you could see the results that search along with the confirm calls and the recommendation equals sell produced. And finally, folks, our MVP of the Worry-Free Investing Challenge, WFA, an average winning percentage close to 70%, 69%, 51% average gain, average annualized rate of return of about 16%. Drawdown was less at 13. Look at that CalMAR ratio, 1.86. And look at the score, folks, 21.60. And you're going to see why when we take a look at that long-term back test. All right. Again, long-term here, 68% winning trades, 147% gain, 22% annualized, and a 17% drawdown. This trading system did make money each year except for 2011, kind of flat in 2011. So congratulations to all 5 submissions here. And again, congratulations and kudos to Todd for continuing his analysis, continuing the research even after the contest is over. One last thing that I do want to show you guys, because we encourage you to take these submissions, take these trading systems, and try to make them better. We always encourage you to do that. And what we did in the back tester, if I click on New up at the top and select an existing trading system, we created a template here, WFIC All Star. Now, this is our MVP. Okay, so if I click on that template there, click on Select, notice it loads WFA's search in the trading system. Again, confirm calls and recommendation equals sell are the other 2 components, but the template loaded in here has the search WFA. You can go ahead, folks, and just customize it and change not only the search that's used, but any variable here. So we wanted to make it easier for you guys to recreate these yourself, of course, but tweak them, okay? Maybe the drawdown for some of these is a little high. So maybe you work with position sizing and stop criteria. Keeping in mind, though, that this whole challenge was built around the concept of long-term investing. Recommendation equals sell, we feel is our best stop criteria for a longer-term holding. But again, if you feel that the maximum drawdown is a little high, you can always change that. Maybe use a trailing stop or any of the stop criteria that we currently have in the tool itself. So we encourage you to do that. Also, in the portfolios, if I click on portfolios, just create a new name. Click on settings. Select an existing trading system. It is here also. Okay, so you can not only create a trading system right here from the Genius using that template, you can also, in the backtester, convert an existing backtest using that template into a portfolio. So there's a few different ways to do that. I think the easiest way would be to convert it after you've run a backtest, you like the results, you want to take it forward in the Genius. All you do is you click on that convert button, and you can either start with an empty portfolio and begin to paper trade it moving forward, or continue to track that backtest and, like it says here, continue from the end of the backtest. Those templates, though, folks, remember, are only available if you have the Auto Tester add-on module. If you noticed in the VectorVest views tonight, we did include a link for a free 2-week trial. You do get a nice discount off of the tool itself after the 2-week trial. So go into the views, click on that link if you're interested in those templates in the backtester and in the portfolio manager as well. All right, folks. Well, I hope you enjoyed tonight's special presentation. And again, congratulations to all of you who submitted entries into this latest contest. Have a great weekend, everybody.